It's our pleasure. I understand that you guys met on Twitter, and you know, it might sound kind of odd because Rob, I know you're a married man. You've got 3 kids. How'd your wife take it when you told him that you met somebody on Twitter? I know it took 5 years for the show to come to fruition, and you guys were going to write and star on a show together.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, Sharon was, as much as I love Sharon, she was part of a dragnet situation where I sent messages to a lot of women, and very few of them responded, and only Sharon was the only one who was like, yeah, of course, I'll make a show with you, you know, so, no, I was a fan of Sharon's because she's made amazing television programs before, and I've made none. Right. So when I knew I wanted to make a show, I thought, oh, I know, why not do it with somebody who's amazing, and that's her. And so we became friendly. She came and saw my stand-up, you know, and then we started hanging out, and we introduced our families, and then this show came out of that.
Yeah, now let's talk about the show a little bit. How accurate is this show to your actual lives? The show's got some kind of dark stuff in it. It's obviously very funny, but is any of this stuff taken from real life?
Just the dark stuff. Just the really awful grim bits. But no, but that is true. I mean, obviously it's sort of adjusted and fiddled with and, you know, heightened. Yeah. But all the sort of tricky stuff that sort of trips the characters up along the way all came from our lives.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
the show,
I would say, you know, well, you worked out a percentage.
49%.
49%.
Okay, so about half's coming from your real lives and that sort of thing. I also think it's hysterical. Carrie Fisher is in this show. How'd you guys get Carrie Fisher of Star Wars fame to agree to? She's going to play an eccentric Boston mother in the show. Is that right?
Yeah. The
old-fashioned way. In front of her house.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's not as fast as she used to be, you know, so I was able to hunt her down and say, do the show, or, you know, I don't know what, I'll do nothing. I'm a very nice man. Yeah. No, but we sent her the scripts and the pilot, and she agreed to do it against all odds and suggestions of her representatives. That's a hard word to say.
That's representatives. Yeah, no, that's great. So she doesn't make any appearances in buns or bikinis or anything like that, a la Star Wars?
No buns, no bikinis, but a really fat, sort of worm-like guy cradles her in his arms.
Yes.
All right, so we got it.
And I show my buns in the show.
Yeah, you're in pretty
Rob's
good shape.
buns are in the show.
Hey, Rob, tell me. I read this when I was doing some research about you. So I'm actually from the city of Boston myself. People always ask me this in California. They say, "Oh my gosh, like you're from Boston. Why don't you have an accent?" Rob, why don't you have an accent?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, specifically, I'm from about a half hour north of Boston, the center of Boston, a town called Marblehead.
Yeah, Marblehead.
And if you get outside of Boston, yeah, you don't have to have one. You know, like my parents have a little bit. My sister doesn't really. I don't know. Because I grew up just watching TV and that people didn't have it. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I'm very nervous.
He's pretentious. How did you lose yours?
I always tell people I went to college. I mean, there's a few towns around Boston like Saugus, Taunton, Revere, Methuen, Rainham. All those towns feature the lovely Boston accent, but I'm actually from Cape Cod, and there's no accent down there. Yeah. But I lived in Charlestown for a while, and Southie, whatever. Rob, you sing the national anthem at Red Sox and Dodgers games?
Sure, from time to time. Yeah, I studied musical theater in college. That's what I thought I wanted to do. And then when I found comedy, I said, no, I don't want to do musical theater. But too bad, I was already so good at it that sometimes I still do sing the national anthem at Dodgers and Red Sox games, which is a massive, unbelievable privilege. I can't believe I get to do it.
Yeah, 2 great stadiums, too. Sharon, I did read that you're putting a show together with Sarah Jessica Parker on HBO called Divorce. So Catastrophe, Divorce, a lot of uplifting shows that you're a part of here.
Yeah, it's part of a trilogy, and the last one's just death.
Yeah, funeral home.
Just called death. Everyone dies.
Yeah.
Set in a slaughterhouse.
Hey, final question, guys. The show is Catastrophe. I've seen 2 episodes. It's on Amazon Prime right now for members on Amazon Prime. Hey, Rob, I know that you're involved in a lawsuit with Kim Kardashian, $24 million due to her marriage a couple years ago. Is that still ongoing, or what's the deal with that?
Uh-huh. No, it's not. You know, I mean, that, of course, was a joke. But, yeah, when she wanted to get divorced from her fake marriage, I was like, sorry, babe, the rest of us can't do that. So I just had to take her to task. And what's funny about that, though, is that a lot of lawyers contacted me and said, I will do this pro bono. And then a lot of civilians contacted me and said, can we make this a class action lawsuit? So it did resonate with the public.
All right. I know that Mitt Romney was not your favorite. Anybody that you're already after in the 2016 Republican presidential field, like a Don Trump or something?
No, I mean, that's Christ. Excuse me. Heck, that's like firing at the side of a barn. You know, he's
It's
just
too easy a target.
So.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time. You can find them both on Twitter at Rob Delaney, at Sharon Horgan. Rob's very popular on Twitter. He's got like 300 million followers or something like that. But guys, the show is Catastrophe. Pleasure speaking with you. Thanks so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice talking to you too.
All right, guys. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.